Yes, 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 yes. Hey, man, Gerald Peters. So, here in the office, doing some trading, watching the markets. Just added to an Ethereum trade. Stage 2 breakout. So, if you have my book, and this wasn't to be a sales pitch, but let's grab it. If you have it, you know what a stage 2 breakout is, right? So, you know what you're supposed to do. That's where you add to the position. All the money flow is when you see me, if you've seen any of my lives or my training or teach us something, I don't know where stocks are going. Nobody knows where stocks are going. As I talk to you, I'm gonna take you on a tour of my house. This is my office. So this is where I run the Gerald Peters show. I own 15 single family houses. I'm not some real estate guru. I try to buy a house a year. I've had some years where I didn't buy one and some years where I bought two. I buy and flip land. I do that. I'm always looking. So look, built this. This used to just be dirt. My neighbor's fence is right over there, as you can see. And when I first bought this house, man, years and years and years ago, it was $64,000. None of this shit was here, okay? And this looks so open because I just took down a fence that was around here. It had gotten older. I built this like 12 years ago. Used to have horse fences out here, so the property's like a little over 3 acres. Back in here, used to have gardens and chickens and stuff. And when in the summer, when all this is green, it's really pretty back here. Not the best property, but shit, if you're probably from New Jersey, you're like, God damn, that's a mansion. I know I've been to Beverly Hills and people's houses were smaller than mine. And the house there was $5 million and I paid $64,000 for this house. When I built the swimming pool, we had to bring in 13 dump truck loads of dirt just to make it so that we raise the ground because it slopes. Right over here, there's an old septic tank from back in the day. So there's a giant, you can almost see the hole. There's a giant bubble spot there and I should fill it, but I leave it because it's funny when it rains hard, it rolls the grass. It's fucking crazy. I'll have to show you next. And when you pump it, water shoots out. Obviously, I built that little building. That's one of my first building projects that I tried to learn to frame. It's all fucked up. It's like anything else in life, man. Repetition is the mother of skill, right? So you start and you don't have to have it right. You don't have to know how to do it perfectly. Like you just start and it's like, you don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. So I've been riffing the last few days. I can't even hold my left hand. I've been ripping the last few days on the 10 pillars of success. Pillar number 1, how you think is everything. Pillar number 10, right, is take full responsibility. And what we're just trying to do is we're trying to stay on top of our own selves, on top of our own mind to keep pushing us in the right direction. Because, yesterday, I had a video yesterday I haven't posted because I kind of get off track. I don't do a lot of editing. I don't do any editing, to be honest. I just talk and I'm trying to share my message from my free ebook, You Don't Have to Die Broke, and then how to implement that strategy to buy stocks. And this idea of financial independence, this idea of the millionaire code blueprint, it's going to look different for everyone. Remember, I was just saying, that was on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I don't know why not. That's where it's going down at. But I was saying on Instagram this morning, I'm over here, look, you see how bad the yard slopes, so I cut in walls. As you can see, I'm not some fucking professional landscaper. Like, we did all this ourselves. I mean, that's a wooden fence. I bought the materials at Home Depot. And the bricks, you just buy from home. Like, that's not professional. Like, if you're a multi-millionaire, a lot of times people move up in these homes and everything's sculpted. I just built everything piece by piece. This is a tree house over here. Wood walkway walks up. Now, none of this was here. This is where my house ended, right here. This ended in dirt, went to dirt. So all that was added on, my porch over there. Over the years, one step at a time, one brick at a time. So when I first started trading, I opened an E-Trade account like 21 years ago with $250. And I go into the bank and the banker says, son, you don't want to do this. Why? He goes, this E-Trade stuff, you're going to lose all your money. E-Trade was new. We've had a recent phenomenon of that with Robinhood. Robinhood made trading easier, and there were people that made fun of that. Robinhood traders don't know what they know. What Robinhood did, it brought a whole new generation of people back into the stock market. That's good. I don't care what anybody says. Look back off in there, I had huge gardens. Now, I just recently put these curtains up in here to try to protect it, but I really need to get them back so sunlight can get in here. This is just a little outdoor area, fire pit, grill. I do a lot of videos from out here. Now this one, another dude who used to help me work on houses, he built. I tell you what, if you're making a few dollars, man, you want to cheat you want to push the real estate thing. Here's what you do. It's kind of what I did. My business was doing pretty well, so I hired this dude to work just for me. I paid him $3,500 a month. This was 10 years ago. $3,500 a month. And all he did was work on houses for me. And then if he wanted to get jobs on the weekends or coordinate with me, that was cool. But he owed me a good 40 hours a month or a week of work on this money. Well, I was making good money at my job. So what did that allow me to do? It allowed me to buy houses and accelerate, to get going on them, to buy ones that were really jacked up. And so I was kind of like prepaying some of the costs, the labor costs. I was paying $4,500 a month, which honestly came out cheaper than hiring someone for every piece of the pie. And I didn't really know how to do it all. And I was doing better at my job. I mean, I was making more money at work than the money I would have saved painting. And so I just took that and I hired that guy, and and he worked with me and he helped me. He showed me a lot of stuff. But that's just one of those things in life. Like, you come across someone, an opportunity. The thoughts you hold in formless substance. That's what the Science of Getting Rich teaches. Meaning, if you start thinking on something and you're holding it, the universe has a way of just lining up these things for you. So, you want to get on them. This is why I'm kind of an advocate of paper trading. Paper trading allows you to get a lot of experience. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, you don't have any real money in it. So you got to have a real money account too, dude. So you put all you can in your real money account, but then you also open up a paper trading account where you test out your ideas. You follow the market. You put yourself into the fucking game, and you get 20, 30, 40 stocks, and you start managing them. Like from my book, The Money Flow, if you're with me, put a little pressure on yourself. You're like, well, I only got enough money for 8 stocks. That doesn't keep you from learning. This is a fucking game of skill. I don't know if you know this, but buying and owning houses, getting them cheap, renting them out, being a landlord, collecting rent, insurance, repairs, that's a game of skill, right? Well, so is trading stocks. You don't think if you practice trading stocks for 2 or 3 years, stay at it while you have real money in, you're not going to be a hell of a lot better in 2 or 3 years? Or are you just going to sit on the 3 little stocks you got, not learning? Think about that. Repetition is the mother of skill. It's also about pushing your intent into the universe. Like your shit, the shit you'll do for free is the shit will pay you the most money. You think I made any money doing real estate in the beginning? Fuck no. You spending money. This is why some people have a hard time. Property line comes up to here. This is why some people have a hard time spending money on real estate. You're going to give up $50,000 to collect $300 a month. Like, some people have a hard time with that exchange. They can't get across in their head they didn't lose 50. They just transferred 50 from a checking account to an equity account. Same when you put money in stocks. You didn't lose money. Your money's not gone. Your money was transferred from fiat currency cash to an asset that can throw off dividends, cash flow, appreciation. It's a much better asset. Owning stocks is better than cash. Now, you may not think that this week when the market's selling off, but believe me, you want your money in stocks, not in fucking cash. Here we are. Always love this tree. You got to get your money out of cash and into assets that either A, appreciate, 2, produce cash flow, at least hold value to offset inflation. That's what real estate does. That's what stocks do. That's what dividend stocks do. Even though they're not going up huge, they're preserving the value of your sweat, of your equity, of the time, of the everything that you went out into the world to do, to accrue, and they gave you some tokens, some pieces of paper. You got to convert those pieces of paper into assets that are going to appreciate, they're going to multiply. You want to be looking at, how do I double my money every 3 to 5 years? Now, if you can get, just covered in pine needles, so hard to keep clean. Every so often I come in here, rake up a bunch and burn them. If you don't, dude, if you don't, you're gonna fucking have a Kinder box here, you know? It's kind of cool though, between the neighbors, huh? Since I've lived here, almost every house in this whole neighborhood's gone up for sale. And every time, no matter what year it was, no matter what was going on in the world, I was like, damn, that seems expensive. And they're all higher now. How about that? People say, you don't understand, man, I live in California, it's expensive. And they're all higher next year. They just keep getting more expensive. Like, you want to own expensive shit. I don't know, call me weird. See, when you buy the cheap stuff, you want it to appreciate. So the thing you're buying has to have the potential to appreciate. So if you're in a market where things normally are expensive, guess what? They can be more expensive. Is Amazon stock expensive at $2,900 or was it expensive at $3,400? What about Shopify? It's at $1,150. Is that expensive? What about DraftKings? It was $64. Now it's $52. Is that expensive? How do you begin to gauge value? See, that's part of the Millionaire Code. Understanding the concept of value. Understanding the concept of appreciation, understanding fucking inflation that you're fighting against right now. That this is a war every day. Right now, dude, what are you on? I just bought some Ethereum, stage 2 breakout. What have I been buying? Procter & Gamble, Pepsi, Merck, right? Utility stocks. Yeah, I'm in the penny stocks. Hell yeah, I'm in penny stocks. And I had a lot more shares higher than I have now, right? And some of those profits we made higher, I diversified in other companies. And guess what? When you go into a stage 2 or stage 4 decline, all stocks are coming down. And you got to make a decision. I usually like to cut 1 or 2, put on a short position. I'm okay with my stocks coming down. Ain't big fucking deal. I've had to lower rents in houses that later on went higher and then the property appreciated and sold for a fucking chunk. That's the game, man. Prices go up, prices go down. Volatility is what allows you to get things cheaper. Meaning, if you're against volatility, if volatility freaks you out, how the fuck are you going to buy stocks on the cheap? How do you ever get a house on the cheap if you don't like the fact or know the fact or prepare for the fact or realize the fact that economic problems cause opportunity? Oh, part of the Millionaire Code, get this. You better be fucking prepared. You didn't know that? That's what the buckets are about. That's what I talk about, and you don't have to die broke. You're going to have problems in life, bro. You're going to have people in your family die. Could be a child. Could be your spouse. Could be your sister. Could be your mom. And you got to get the fuck up and go about your day and keep doing what you're supposed to do. Or you could be a victim. It doesn't mean you don't carry pain and sorrow. But it means you're trying to do something bigger than yourself. So for me, this was like an empire. I built all this without a job. Just doing shit to make money. Running lawn cares, fucking cleaning houses. I've painted houses. I've sold things. I'm always just doing something. I worked part-time for a couple years at the prison, but after I got out of the army, I worked a full-time job for like 2 years. Then I dropped to part-time, and then I've just done real estate. Flipping deals, you flip something, you make 40 grand. 40 grand buys you a lot of time. You don't have any debt. And then you own 8, 9, 10 houses and they're throwing you off and you're making $4,000 or $5,000 a month, positive cash flow. All right, so I got that. That pays my bills. What does that give me a time? To think, right? Things to do, go make some more money. Boom, let's split that. Let's throw half of that in the stock market. Let's do something with real estate, right? Oh, this time, no, let's go on vacation. Let's do something. Right? But it's always preparing for the next coming economic crash. I need money. I got to be able to cover rent. I need to look at my leverage. How leveraged am I? I need to look at what's my monthly nut. How much money do I got to make this month? Because the smaller that money to stay afloat, to stay alive, the more I have for opportunity, the more. See, money allows you to raise your income. In my world, $10,000 raises my monthly income. Let me say that again. $10,000. Properly allocated in my world of buying dividend stocks, of looking for land to flip, buying real estate, fixing it up and flipping it, or buying it and putting a renter in it, right? Or teaching, whatever it is you do, right? Your business. If you can put $10,000 in your business and raise revenue $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year. Wouldn't $10,000 in to make $6,000 be good? Fuck yeah, right? You would do that all day long, right? So the more times that you can hold off on yourself, spending money on you, blowing money, doing dumb shit, the longer you can do that, ultimately the more money you make. That's the trick. That's the trick to the Millionaire Code. It's times amount times yield, right? So if you get $1 million allocated to investments, Jobs are optional for you. Like, you just now get to do shit you want to do to make money. That may be what you do at your job. Maybe it's freelance. Maybe you just do some coding projects and not others. Maybe you do your art, right? Maybe you whatever. Maybe you drop down to part-time at work, right? So that you can pursue this other thing. But that process, that go get money, take money, invest money, try to double money every 3 to 5 years, or buy money and flip it into a stock or a house or land or I don't, man, there's all kinds of things out there that I don't even do, you know, storage facilities, different kinds of business. Some of you guys have great businesses, and inside of that business, like we opened with, there's these linear things. There's these things you could be doing. It could be showing someone else how to do your business. You don't think there's some 23-year-old kid that wants to open his own XYZ? Jesus, what could you show him? How much money did you lose trying to do it? See what I'm saying? That's available. Knowledge is a powerful asset to sell. That's why doctors make so much. That's why engineers make so much. Why coders make. That's why some of these people make so much. It's the information. CEOs, why do you think they're hired? Because of what they know, the knowledge in their mind, their ability to force themselves without being told to. See, when you're a Fortune 500 CEO, a guy like Steve Jobs, Mark Cuban, these kind of guys, you think these dudes got to be reminded of anything? You think someone's got to tell them, oh, hey, by the way, bro, you got to, fuck no. They're controlling everything. Check it out. My stupid cat I rescued. Built these stairs off of it. This is all an add-on. Right here. Used to come to there. That's where the house ended. So pillar number 10, take full responsibility. What is that? That's that attribute I just said. Nobody has to remind a money getter to go get it. When you're on this thing, you're trying to get to $1 million. $1 million, that was always my goal. Truth is, it ain't a lot of money, but don't be mistaken, it's a lot of money. And it's not $1 million in cash. Remember, we said we don't want cash. We want our money trying to make money. We're trying to double our money every 3 to 10 years, or every 3 to 5 years. Now, maybe you do it in 7. See, an index fund, in theory, you can double your money every 7 years. It's the rule of 7.2. Your money's going to double every 7.2 years if you're getting a 10% return, right? Indexes are, 9 to 10%. Obviously, you could juice that if you buy at the right time, buy on the lows, study a little bit, like fucking become educated. Really invest, double down on your investing in the sell-offs, put in extra money, just push your intent into the universe, like go get the deal, go do that. You can do that right now. Workhorse is on sale. Like there's all kinds of billionaires out there picking up stocks right now. Like you can play that game too. It's fractal or real estate or whatever, right? Or expanding your business. Shit, I don't know what you do. Maybe you need to buy the real estate your business is in. Maybe you need to stop renting that shit and go buy it. In other words, the best investment would be to invest in yourself. Look, rather than rent an office, I built a building. Why? That is paid for now. Fucking mortgage free. It's a house. I built a house to run my business. That's a business expense. Now it's paid for. So what do you think I'm going to do? Shit, I get old, I rent it. Or I sell it with this place that I paid $64. That's now probably, I don't know, 4 or 5, 400. Maybe, I don't know. What is that? Getting the buckets right? We talk about it. You're going to have a hard time becoming a millionaire when you're heavily in debt. Right? Or you got the triangle, health, wealth, and mindset out of whack, right? You're sick. All fucked up on drugs. And yet we all fight these demons, man. I guarantee you there's shit you're fighting right now. Guarantee it. I don't know you, but I know you got problems. Shit, we all got problems. Life is hard, man. You've probably been through here a bunch of times, but check out my library here. Some of my books. I love these things, man. Do like the Ty Lopez. Here in my library. Remember Ty Lopez's video? I like old Ty, man. Why everybody make fun of Ty? TVs just stay on CNBC. Shit. Trying to make some money. Man, you think the market's gonna run a day without me in it? Get the fuck out of here. Automatic wealth. Always study. Have to, man. I didn't go to college, bro. buy antiques. So we go to estate sales. Figure, gotta buy furniture. Why not just buy antiques, right? So through the whole house, man. Just one piece at a time. Want a sale, want a thing. Begin to do that as like a hobby. So like, all of them, just one at a time. So same with guitars, check it out. This one's brand new though. 1980. '86. So I have a slot machine. So, I don't know, man. My point to all this is one at a time. Like I built this place one day at a time. Porch went in at one point, pool went in at one point, all of this. Not all in one day. Layer upon layer, a little bit at a time. That's how your business is gonna grow. That's how, it's daily. You hear people talk about daily affirmations. Well, shit, there's something to that. Repetition, some other skill, the things you do every day over and over and over. That's, in other words, the thoughts you hold in formless substance, that's the shit that's gonna make you the most money. That shit you can't shake, man. That you get up and do it for free. Fuck, I don't know what it is. Maybe you're into cosplay or some weird shit, but I guarantee you this. All of the money that you want is in the pockets, purses, wallets, checkbooks, and credit cards of other people. And if you provide them with that same need that they're looking for, shit, people are happy to share their money. Like I said, if I tell my pool this guy all the time, so you should write an ebook on how to take care of your own pool. And he's like, why would I do that? They wouldn't hire me. It's like, no, dummy, because you gave them the ebook, because you gave them the value, because you shared it with them, they now hire you. All of a sudden you were fucking honest and transparent and you're like, this is the service I'm gonna do for you. Look, it fills an entire book. And at the end of the book, you say, instead of doing all this shit I just showed you, why don't you just do it with me? And people have made fortunes doing that. That's kind of what Jesus did, right? People like to keep shit like it's a secret. You know how you sell more cars? Know more about cars. This must. She got. It's not expensive or anything. Special to me. Charger. Yeah, it's cool. All my cars are black. So, one at a time. And the stuff you do for free. Back to that paper trading, doing some trades. Putting yourself under that pressure. Why? Because it's fun. Things you do for free. People get extremely rich playing guitar, but they played for free for years. People get extremely rich being actors, but they act for free for a long time. People get extremely rich playing basketball or football, but they do it for free for years and years and years. So you want to become exceptionally good stock trader, you got to start doing it for free, which means what? You're paying lessons. You're not necessarily making money. You're just doing it because you can't help doing it. You get the fuck up to do it because you can't think of anything else to do. And that's how I got financially independent real fast. I couldn't think of anything else but that and the ways to do that. And then that got me onto real estate and searching real estate. That got me into business for myself, figuring out how to leverage that, my time, my talent, my treasure to 10x my income, and then how to take that energy from that income and invest it aggressively, not a little bit at a time. How about 10,000 a time every month? How about try to invest 300,000 this year? And you're like, well, how could you do that? Well, you could earn a bunch of money. Instead of pissing it away, you take a period of your life, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and you lay such a large fucking foundation that when you go into the second decade of your life, your millions are making millions. Get it? Your money's making money. But if you always keep the base small because you're too fucking busy, or you can't put the pressure on yourself, or you can't apply yourself and you can't get yourself to do it, these are the people that stay poor. So if you live your whole life with absolutely no thought process to how would I make money if I couldn't work? Do I have any actual wealth? like treasure. Treasure and wealth is available to everyone. You could do it right now with your phone. And wealth can come a lot of different ways. It could be a house like this. I have no mortgage. Don't you think I could sell this and start life over? There's no mortgage here. Why? Because I paid it off over time. I invested in me. These people teaching you that houses aren't assets are complete dumbasses. Of course it's an asset. House allows you to invest in you. So once I had no mortgage here, don't you think that made it easier for me to invest? Get what I just said? Once I had no mortgage and no debt, the money I did have, I can invest a lot more of it because it wasn't allocated to other dumb shit. And so I very quickly got all the walls and the distractions as quick as I could out of my life. And people were like, well, I think I'll just carry this debt as a fucking pet my whole life, or just fucking attack it. Like, you control you. You take control of your fucking mind and stop living as a fucking milk cow. Like, your job is to pay the dividends of everyone else. You understand that, right? When you have a bunch of debt and you don't have any wealth and you don't have anything laid up for yourself or your family, guess what? You're providing it for the other families. Who do you think pays my dividends? Who do you think pays the loans, the investments in businesses that all they do is loan money? Thank you. Who do you think pays the dividends? All the people drinking the beer, smoking the cigarettes, going to the thing, buying the car, those people. Now, I'm one of those people, but you want to get more on the other side of the register than on this register. And you do that through time. Time times amount times yield. That is the fucking millionaire code, and it doesn't change. And it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or fucking purple. It is the same math. It doesn't matter if you're a girl, a fucking 16-year-old, or an 80-year-old lady. You're in the same world with the same fucking math. You have to get money and put money to work. You have to fucking leverage it, and you have to do that smartly. You have to be fucking smart, a shark, and you have to be fucking dedicated to it. And you would do it for free. And the moment you would hunt it and do it for free, the universe rewards you greatly, because other people won't do that. Other people are soft. Other people are not dedicated. Other people are not committed to their own freedom. They're committed to paying the dividends, the fucking interest, and the payments to the 7% that control the assets that run this country. And you get to fucking choose which side of that group you want to be on. It's not voted on. You're not born in it. You choose it. You choose it with your own fucking mind, and then taking control of your will. And you decide where your energy and your effort and your treasure go. You get to make that decision today, fucking tomorrow, next Monday, the month after, and the fucking year after. And so you get to decide from this day forth. You decide where your money goes and how rich you get. Not other people. You. And it's not based on your fucking income. It's fractal. You could invest $1 right now. You could invest 10, but you choose not to. You choose to spend it on other shit. And you could come together. And that doesn't mean you live a life in total. People think it's like one extreme or the other. No, but it's a conservative fucking effort. You could make a fucking effort. And I control my effort. And that's the one thing you can't take from me. See, people can't take from me my effort, my internal fucking drive. The fact that I get up every day to step into these, lose or fucking win, I'm going to play. And I'm going to play all the way to fucking zero or to rich. That's my choice. Nobody can control that but me. Now that is the single most important ingredient to getting rich or to building wealth. It's you and you controlling you. And that is it. And no one can take that from you.